12-rounder. Here's round number one. Teddy, do you ever get the sense when you see a guy who has good defensive movement with his head that it can also become predictable to his opponent?
Yeah, sometimes if you make that head movement from too far away, you can get time. You have to be close enough to draw the punch. Kind of like a batter in the batting box in baseball. You have to wait until the ball starts to break. If you start swinging too soon, you're going to miss that ball. You got to be close enough to get hit. And just before you get hit, then you move your head.
Nice strike after catching one by Jake LaMotta. Good defensive skill. Well, he took one right there, but then he targeted one right back. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Good, solid double jab by Money. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Jake LaMotta. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Combo lands to the head. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Very nice defensive guard there. His opponent wanted the body, he wouldn't give it to him. Jake LaMotta with a counterpunch. So right from the start in this fight, he's committed to the body shots.
Well, that's the time to go there right at the beginning because body work pays off for you later in the fight.
Oh, and there you go. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. Final 10 seconds of round number one.
Wait for him to boom. That's beautiful.
Here we go. Round two is underway. Money's coming out here to start this round, knowing that all eyes are on him. Remember, he was hurt in that last round, so here he is, a target here early on in this round.
Well, all eyes are going to be on him, but all ears should have been tuned in his corner. He had to hear the right things. I wonder if he did. And the right thing to hear was why you were hurt in that last round. He needs to have that information.
That is a big right hand after eating one himself. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. A barrage of punches now. Well, nowadays we have so many different weight classes. Used to be only 8 weight classes. Now with all the super and juniors attached to every weight class, you can go up and down the scale with ease throughout your career. Is that good for the game?
No, I don't really think it is because you're making it too easy for the fighters. You know, I'm not saying that it's not good that they have an alternate to a weight class, but a lot of times when you make things easy, they're going to go for the path that is easier. In other words, somebody should be a middleweight. Now all of a sudden they're going to be a light heavyweight. They're going to be a super middleweight, where with a little discipline, they would have fit into that middleweight frame. It wasn't that they couldn't make it. Now you make it so easy, they don't want to make it.
Nice counter by LaMotta. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. And his eye is starting to swell.
Finish with the hook.
He's a weeble wobble in the ring right now, just wobbling away. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. Showing you some defense there with the block. Jake LaMotta with a counter punch. As we come to the end of the round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
Good defense, just covering up down low. Money's out there clinching, and that may tell us, as well as his opponent, that his legs aren't necessarily underneath him.
No, and they're not. And that's why he's clinching. He's got to do more than just clinch. He's going to have to find a way to kill a little more time. Maybe grab and then walk a little bit. Walk to the other side of the ring before the referee can get there and kill some clock.
Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Big headshot puts him down. He gets up after that punch, put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
Hey, no holding, no holding.
Wow, is he defensively sound. Doubling up the jab by Money. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Jake LaMotta with a counter punch. And now another left. You know, I wonder if he's taking his man lightly, because he is up on the scorecards, but you can see that he is being pressured and pushed.
You know, he's in there with a real solid guy. I don't think he's taking him lightly. It's just that he's in there in the kind of waters he's never been before. Deep waters. And he's swimming harder than he's ever had to swim before.
Here we go with the fourth round. Money's coming off of a round where he was just dropped. Now he's got to go back out there. What's the mentality, Teddy?
Well, right now what he's got to do is buy some time. And you got to be one of those time buyers. You know, you go out there and you say, you know, I want to be able to get, you know, a little bit of space here. You want to grab. You want to move. Anything, you can't worry about winning this round. That's gone all right. Survive the round, get your head clear. You're going to win the other rounds.
Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. Targeting that head with the combination punching. Money's out there for another round after being knocked down in the last round. We know what happens in the 60 seconds with a fighter who was damaged. But what about those 60 seconds in the opposing corner, Ted?
You know, Joe, that's a great question. And I remember my mentor, LaMotta, when we were training fighters, he used to always say, look, you know you're a banger, and this guy happens to be a banger. Well, if you hit a guy clean, you know you hurt him. But he's not going to show you. He's going to act like a pro. He's going to con you. He's going to act like that didn't hurt him. But you have to remember, hey, it hurt him. So go after him like he showed it, even if he's not showing it.
Nice block. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by LaMotta. Able to cover up that gut.
Defense, more defense.
It's been 2 minutes of non-stop action. Now the final minute has arrived. He gets hit, but he gives it right back. Gets rid of that body shot. The tactical game paying off. You can see the counter punch.
Yeah, you see the counter punch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go because when he misses, bang, he gets caught.
What a chin. Can you believe the shots this guy's absorbing?
And more importantly, can his opponent believe it? You know what? You want to hit a guy, so you figure that that's a good thing, that's an encouraging thing. This is a case where his opponent might get discouraged just by seeing his guy take those kind of shots.
Money's efforts of being busy in that last round were really good for him. Round number 5 has arrived. Money's now got to figure out a way to do exactly what he did in the last round here at the start of this round.
Yeah, and his opponent has to say here, you seem to forget that sometimes, Joe. His opponent has to make sure that he doesn't do the same thing he did the last round.
Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counter puncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Oh, he is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. Good, smart, tactical move here, backing up his opponent against the ropes. Two snapping jabs by Money. It's got the look of a fight that's going to go the distance. But I'll tell you this, Teddy. It'll have lots of action right to the final bell.
Yeah, I have a funny feeling this is like a throwback fight, and these are the mentalities of these two fighters. If you told them it was a 20-round fight, like the old days, a 30-round fight, they would somehow find a way to go the distance.
Now there's some blood, but it's underneath the eye. It's on the cheek, so it's not going to impair his vision. Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Fires right back at him.
Keep your head moving. Use the jab.
Good job staying away from the danger there.
Work the body. Keep moving.
What guts it takes, what commitment it takes to keep up with this kind of a pace. The action's been nonstop.
Now, the one thing I can tell you is this is where you don't worry about pace. You don't think about pace. Otherwise, you could not be doing what these guys are doing. They're just going round to round.
Targets a counter overhand right. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. See, not just one jab. He throws that second one right behind it. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Money's looking really good after that round. Teddy, I think it's a good fight. I think it's a close fight, but I believe it's a fight that he's winning.
Yeah, it's the kind of fight, though, that you can't afford to let up at all. Or do what you just said. Think that you're winning. He can't really think that way. He's got to think that he's got to take one round at a time. The rest of the rounds, he's got to win each one of them.
Jake LaMotta with a counterpunch. Jake LaMotta's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Jake LaMotta's just a sitting target here now. I mean, you know where to find him each and every time you come on the attack.
Yeah, he's very predictable. He needs to get on those feet a little bit, start to change his place in that ring.
Well-placed shot after landing there again. Boy, just staying on the outside away from danger and scoring well. Didn't get it done going to the body there. Just off the mark with that punch. Jab right hand. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Jake LaMotta's getting caught with headshots. But Teddy, to me this is pretty simple. Move your head.
Otherwise, the other guy will. And he's been moving his head for him all night.
Oh, and a cut has opened up above his eye. Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. Nice two-punch combo by Money. He just gave his opponent a really good taste of how fast his hand speed is.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times we talk about power, and we see that power, you know, can damage a guy right away, obviously, and it can intimidate an opponent. But hand speed can do the same thing, and I think it's intimidating right now to his opponent. He's afraid to let that jab go because he might get countered with one of those lightning right hands.
Teddy, he's just covering up. That's all he's doing, but it gives his opponent so much time to pick where he isn't.
Yeah, you're right, Joe. I mean, first of all, some of them are going to get through and some of them will watch them. They're getting through. And you just touched on it. I mean, you cover up, you tell your opponent, hey, I'm camping out, I'm not throwing back. So instead of throwing 1 or 2 at you, he's throwing combinations of 3, 4, 5. You got a problem.
Holy! Oh, this is going to be close. He may be able to survive the round, but he has gone down now.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That is it. This fight is over. Jake LaMotta's got the win by way of knockout. He put his man down, and the 10 count was administered. Jake LaMotta. Jake LaMotta's your winner by knockout, Teddy.
Well, we came in wondering whether or not his opponent had a good chin. We found out.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you soon.
I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go. Haters showing down for the count. Yes, sir, it's the beast from Decatur. Can't see enemies and the haters. Real sharp on my thing like a razor. Blade